No. Alright, let's turn around and see if we can lift that siege before the city falls. I don't think we can. Bountiful olives. Our men in Aculonum work up to find large, massive olives unlike any seen before. The local priests declare it a blessing of Minerva. Some say it's even a show of preference to the rest of the world. Our augur Publius Junius Mus suggests building a small shrine to celebrate the goddess. Cost me 70 ducats. State religion happiness goes up, omen power goes up, and Aculum gains a wisdom shrine which increases tax and research. Sure. Religious advance. Let's see what we can do. Now, I should mention that these inventions are not tied to the different technologies. I just kind of think it's a decent idea to do it on a technology basis. When you like get religious tech, you go for a religious invention. But you absolutely don't have to. And I still don't think I need any of those. You know what? Let's do the Civic advance so that we can get the Pilum and Scutum. We're doubling down on our combat ability. Infantry used a wide variety of equipment, but the Pilum Javelin and the Scutum Shield are two of the most iconic pieces that were commonly used in manipular formations. Are you sure? I am sure. And then we'll probably also get the Litus to get the +5 discipline. Next time an invention is available. Oh, they failed another siege. You are going for it. Are you actually going to make this? In which case I may spare you... Nope. He got my hopes up! That's worse! Ah. Civil War in 4 months. I have a plan. I'm going to start to follow this guy around. Except I think it's you can declare a civil war in 4 months. It's not necessarily that you will. Because he's still outnumbered 7-1. It's a good thing that we put a fort on Capua. So all of these people that we're stealing, are they going to Rome? Yes, I think so. Let's have you go and... Oh, no, not you. You go and crush that army. Election coming in soon. Oh, nope, he actually declared the Civil War. Let's go and crush his army. Then let's have you going over to Ostia. This doesn't seem like a particularly well thought out war. Oh, look at that. He's lost his army. Whoops. Fine. Unfortunately, this means I do have to go and siege down Capua, which I really don't want to have to do. Ah, yes. And Magna Graecia no longer has a governor because that guy was kicked out. Oh, he quit as well. Interesting. So, basically, we just purged a bunch of very, very naughty people. So, green and blue is still up there. So, yellow has a new guy. Oh no, it's actually showing them as the Civil War people. I see. Well, in that case, let's make sure that we remember who these traitors are. Oh no, it's just him. Actually, it looks like my minions are going for this land. And I am perfectly happy with that. Oh, you're trying to siege down Rome. Excuse me. Right, well that would suggest that we need to get some better walls in Rome. I mean, it's still pretty early in the game, not a huge amount has changed yet. Unfortunately, because of Capua, I can't use this highway. Does Imperator Rome have an end? It does, but I couldn't tell you when. You just failed. And now you're all leaving Rome. Rome held! Refounding the Colonia of Aculum. We established a place called Aculum, a township and campagna as a colonial of Rome, granting its citizens special privileges and attracting settlers to the area. Strife and conflict wrested the place from us away from us temporarily, but its people are requesting their old privileges back. Yeah, I'll allow it. That's a victory for us. Now, are they trying to re-siege stuff? Kind of, but not very aggressively. And you're just going to go around behind me, I can tell. I'm just going to be doing round and round this. Unrivaled wealth. The recent passing of Aulus Virginius has caused widespread interest amongst the Senate and amongst our population at large. His considerable fortune is of such a magnitude, even after settling the various debts that he owed, that a number of claimants have come forward hoping to secure themselves a windfall. One such claimant is Appius Claudius Caesus, and has the support of a number of other wealthy patricians from around Rome, and is widely considered to be the rightful heir of the fortune. Nonetheless, we must make a decision in the best interest of the state. He is one of the loyalists. Whoa, that is a lot of money. That would make him incredibly powerful. Split it equally amongst the claimants, including to the state. So we get 100 ducats, he gains 100. He loses 20 loyalty for 60 months. Even the state, especially the state, must get its share. Oh, we've taken the southern part back again. So the only place that's still outstanding is these little bits. Apparently. And I do need to have another governor. And in fact, that's probably easier done from here. So, Magna Graecia needs a governor. Who are we going to pick? You can't do that from here? That seems like a bit of an oversight. How do you change governor? That's changing policy, that's not changing governorship. Oh, and we need a researcher for the religious side. If we give the blues another researcher, this guy is only 28. He is a very, well, he's a 6. He's only 23. Yeah, let's make him into the researcher. Because then they'll become grateful. And that'll secure their loyalty. Can't even click on the portrait. So I should be able to click on this. I can't. Maybe we need to end the rebellion. Yeah, that's what I imagine's the case. Another omen. I think I'm going to go for the discipline again. Because, you know, lots of fighting at the moment. This is kind of annoying that I have to take every one of these little provinces independently and individually. You need to own the province in order to change governor. There you go, now it's saying. And Marcia, that's these guys, also rose up. Well, that's going to be a good excuse for us to just annex them straight out. And they have nowhere left to run. So hopefully this allows us to destroy them once and for all. Nope. And now we have to do the siege. Our food capacity is shrinking. Oh, we've lost a bunch of troops. We don't have the supply things anymore. Impatience is a virtue. Publius Servius Severio has become increasingly restless. He believes that his statue is deserving of a key role in the government. Why? You're not particularly good. You don't belong to one of the great families. Pass. Pfft, I never promised you anything. He has money, so he feels he's important. Well, that's nice. Here, I too have a coin of indecipherable origin. Therefore, I too must be important. What is that? 10 euro cents. 10 cents! Where did his army go? The remnants thereof. Not sure. Unfortunately, we're going to need to siege that and that. You're going to fall really soon, and that's actually a fortress, which is annoying. I really wish I could give my minions orders. Unfortunately, that doesn't exist in this. It's not like EU4 where we can say, go and attack this thing! Registered his official displeasure at a continuing refusal to offer him a position benefiting his stature. To make matters worse, he has the support of a number of prominent members of the Senate. Perhaps we should have acted sooner. Sure, I will act soon. I'm going to imprison your ass. Making demands of me, old man. Gah. Right, so what do we want to build in the capital? I think I might go for another aqueduct, just so we can keep the population rising. It gave us some tyranny, but we burned tyranny off pretty quickly, so I'm not that bothered. Bothered? Am I bothered? That's a relic of an old age, given Brexit and all. One day it will become legal here. Because it will have to, because if Britain tries to rejoin, pretty sure the euro will be one of the requirements. That's the hilarious thing. No, I'm not talking, nope. Moving on. They did manage to take that. You're probably going to go for Capua next. Maybe Neapolis. Why is... Oh, Neapolis is now going to have a higher population than Capua, so it's going to be seen as... No, it doesn't. Why is that seen as the capital now? Etruscan civil war ends. The bitter civil war in Eritrea has finally come to an end, with the loyal forces of Sevuternero utterly crushing the rebel armies led by Vulthus Piranius. Well, I'm glad that we weren't the only ones having such problems. Sacking. Let them roam freely. Let's head down to Neapolis. Roman revolt, Roman revolt, Roman revolt, Roman revolt. So it's these little bits down here that we need to deal with. Okay. So many people are dying in this war. Because I've only got the one army I can move around and I can't split them up. I'd love to. This is a huge stack. And I'm running around chasing after these 2,000 and 3,000 man stacks. It's like, oh, it's infuriating. Nope, he's leaving. Alright, we'll go and take that city back again, I guess. Okay, so the province of Latium actually also has a fort. That's interesting. And you have a lot of nobles and citizens as well, so I think I'm going to build a library there too. And that's going to be our, like, intellectual hub. You can split them? I tried earlier, I couldn't. Oh, they did split. That sound, to me, sounds like a no. How is that a split sound? That's a no sound. That's terrible sound design. And also there's no feedback to say that this is actually... I guess there's a tiny little shadow. Alright, this is better. Happier with this. This also means that we can have more commanders. Nope, he just commands everything. I am everywhere! You go and attack that. Okay, now these battles I think are going to go a lot better. Now that I know that I can in fact do that. There's something there. Oops. Lucius Papirius Cursor was elected to office. The Populares are now in control. At long last, the brutal struggle within our own nation has come to a close. The remains of the armies once commanded by Marcus Claudius Corvus are broken and demoralized, awaiting our judgment. Marcus himself has been cast in irons while we decide how we should punish him and his co-conspirators for the transgressions against the people of Rome. Treason demands punishment, but let the soldiers live. Kill them all. Okay, so here's the thing. So the Populares have just taken control. Just taken control. And the Populares are the people. Where can I see that? There we go. So now that the Populares are in charge, they probably wouldn't see the regular soldiers as the bad guys. The plebs would love a spectacle. I mean, we are definitely killing Marcus Claudius Corvus, but we're going to let the soldiers live. So how do we see that? Okay, here we go. Publius Sulficus Saverio. He's the guy that was just demanding stuff from me. Quintus Ovidius, I'm pretty sure... Oh no, these are foreign characters. I guess they were already butchered like the sheep that they are. Yeah, Appius Claudius Sacus has taken over. And the Greens are now massively in charge. Barbatus has got his way. Okay, so who do we not have? We have the red, we don't have the yellow. Sophus. And now it's Barbatus who's not very loyal. Come on, dude! Right, I have a war to finish. And Capua is the capital again, that's better. How good a commander is this fellow? Actually, he's pretty good. Tribal Chief Salus offers friendship. Received an envoy sent by the Tribal Chief Salus Fabius, leader of the subject Polinia. He offers our ruler, Consul Cursor, his personal friendship. I mean, you guys stayed loyal, so sure. I'll allow it. Right, what's the hotkey for that? H. That sound effect is just so wrong. Unruly subject. I mean, yeah, you rose up against me, so... So even though he joined the rival faction in the Civil War, he suffered no repercussions. Really? None? Guards and visitors have pointed out for some time that the Temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus has started to deteriorate. Now, a very prominent visitor from our foreign ally pointed out that our once proudest landmark is decayed and that place is damaged. So, happiness goes up for a year. That's pretty steep for an entire year, but it's our monument. This is our wonder. Can I bring in a governor here? Now I can. Here we go. Quintus Fabius Gurges. 9-9. He's very good. He's only 16? Local slave output +6. Province commerce goes down. Just civilization change. Oh, this guy's a polymath as well. I think that Metius Junius is going to be better. He's not the best general, though he's not terrible. His statesmanship will need to go up a fair bit. He's one of the blues. This will make them grateful. We're going to make Junius the governor. It's a really important position, so we only want good people in that position to take that role. The sack of my Tinia shrine? By whom? The great shrine of Aturiam, dedicated to Tinia, has been sacked by the forces of Finiacha. Our priests assure us this can only bring bad fortune. Oh, again, this is not in my realm. Why am I getting these? We will remember this crime, I guess. I don't really know what's happening, but grrr! And Eritrea is now fighting against someone else, so we want to consider going up against them. That should finish them off. It did. Then we just need to wait until this is done. There's the 100%. We're going to suit them for peace. We're going to take all of their land. This is going to give me no aggressive expansion. Doesn't cost anything. Oh wait, yes it does. I was going to say, costing 0? That sounds unlikely. Don't like that. Oh, I guess it's because that's my colour. I'm used to red meaning not viable, not possible. Combined value, aggressive expansion goes up by 7. That's fine. Can't be bothered to sort them manually. Okay, so we have done Vanquish the Lucanians. We'll get a colonia in the territory. One more meddling, jealous Italic tribe vanquished by Rome's might. This will teach our neighbours the price of scheming with Greeks and maintaining jealous feuds in the face of inevitable defeat. With the newly conquered territory comes the inevitable parcelling of land and the distribution of promises, but it is up to us to decide which township will become the Roman hub of this area. So, Potentia, the stronghold of the Luciani. Grugentum. Furs Hills, Livestock Hills, or neither. So Potentia is here. And Grugentium...